So kicking off our debut album, we have a song called Fading. This was the first single released from the album, and it felt like the perfect song to release first to give you an idea of what the rest of the album was going to sound like. The meaning behind the lyrics for myself for this song is really about feeling lost in yourself, feeling like you don't really know where you're going, you feel like you've lost yourself. It's quite a mental health based song, and it was written around a kind of time where I was struggling to kind of get my bearings in life. But the lyrics in the chorus, I seem to be fading to out in this deep blue, are a kind of positive twist on the song and acts as a reminder that we're all in this together, we all deal with this stuff, albeit differently, but we all have it in our lives. And sometimes we just have to reach out and remember to feel it's okay to not feel okay. Fading's just a straight up rock song, big guitars, big drums, big bass, and a big sing along chorus. You can't go wrong with a nice big rock song to kick off an album. I'd say Fading was the first song I wrote for the album. I had the little guitar intro for a long time, never really knew where to pop it into a song, and then finally I started writing the chorus to it, and then boom, you've got Fading. So the second track on our album is called Addicted. Addicted's quite an angry song, to be honest with you. Even though it's technically angry, it's more an internal frustration about being passionate about something and wanting to get to the next level. When we're really into something and really passionate about something, we want to chase it, we want to get to the next thing, next achievement, all that kind of stuff. I guess as a musician, that's just the way things go for us. It's exciting, it's a journey. It's meant to be exciting. Addicted musically with the guitar riff and all that kind of came out of the blue. Out of the blue, not into the blue. Addicted has a lot of grunge influences, a lot of chorus on the guitar, phase on the vocals to distort it up a little bit. Something we've never really explored with Nicotine yet, but we felt it suited the song really, really well. Gave it its own voice, its own kind of attitude with it. It's a nice short song, 2.5 minutes. The guitar riff and the bass and drums hit you as soon as you click play. So there's Addicted. So the third track in the album, Alone Together. I wrote this song as a big middle finger to people who abuse their power. I say that every time before we play the song live. I had a moment one day where I just saw a lot of things online, a lot of power being abused, and it was around the kind of time where like the whole government stuff was happening and all that kind of stuff. I won't go into it because that's a whole other thing. But whether it's politics, your boss at work, can be absolutely anything, that song is for them, and it's a big fat middle finger. It's the only song that has explicit lyrics in it as well, and there's only one word, so I'm actually very proud of myself. But again, just a straight up rock song. It's a great driving song as well if you want to get a bit of anger out and just drive and drive and drive and drive. Alone Together is straight up roots of myself playing guitar, growing up with the likes of Gary Moore, Slash, which is laced throughout the entire song, including the guitar solo, all that good stuff with the wah pedal. So that's Alone Together. Fourth song on the album is called Fairground. I wrote the lyrics for Fairground as a sort of anthem for people who feel like they have to fit a mould, to fit in with society or with their family or anything. At the end of the day, we should be able to be whoever we want to be, which brings out the best in ourselves, and feel like we shouldn't have to fit a mould just to please other people. This song has an incredible chant at the end. It's full of all your wonderful voices, everyone that sent in a voice note. We took all those voice notes and we put them straight into the final master, which you hear today. We wanted to do something that involved our audience in the album as well, so that you guys feel like you are part of this amazing journey with us. So that's Fairground, an anthem for people who feel like they have to fit a mould to fit society, stuff like that. We are who we want to be, and that's what makes us wonderful. So the fifth song on the album is called Placebo Effect, which is a song some of you may already know. Placebo Effect was actually the first ever single we released as Blue Nicotine. The version that you hear on the album is completely brand new, from scratch. It's a little bit shorter, kicks into the guitar solo a lot faster. The meaning behind the lyrics in Placebo Effect is really about something in your life taking over you and you're not realising it until it's too late sometimes. When I wrote the lyrics to Placebo Effect, I didn't actually write them with a personal experience in mind or thought in mind. It was actually based on a dream that I had where this person was experiencing a lot of really weird scenarios in their life in this dream. Don't know who the person was, it wasn't me, but it was all very negative experiences, and every single experience that they had, they turned more blue as if it was affecting them negatively. And because Placebo Effect was the first song that I wrote for Blue Nicotine, is actually why Blue Nicotine is called Blue Nicotine, because that song now reminds me of the colour blue, and it always has. Funnily enough, every song that I've ever written reminds me of really specific colours. I don't know why, I can't explain why, but there you go. Placebo Effect musically is very, very guitar based. It feels like the guitar is almost singing, I think anyway. The vocals in the chorus are quite subtle, but you've got the guitar kind of driving the entire song. Placebo Effect was actually meant to be an instrumental song, completely instrumental, and eventually I wrote lyrics to it that fitted perfectly to the song, so I thought it would be rude not to put them in. Placebo Effect is probably one of the songs that I'm really, really, really proud of. Just based on the guitar lines and all that kind of stuff, it feels like the guitar really, really brings that song to life and tells its own story. That's Placebo Effect. The sixth song on our album is called Silver Linings. Silver Linings is a song I'm pretty sure everyone out there can relate to. I wrote Silver Linings about losing someone very close to you, knowing that you can't get them back, but hoping that they can still see you and see who you are today and what you've become, hoping that you've done them proud. This unfortunately happened to me, hence why I wrote the song. However, I turned that into a positive, and I hope they feel proud of me today. I feel as humans, we always want to wish that we could bring people back, but unfortunately that is not the case. If there was, that would be absolutely incredible. However, we just have to find ways to honour those that are no longer here. So Silver Linings is just me and a piano, big beautiful microphone, recorded in one take live in a big beautiful room to capture all the amazing natural reverb. I'm pretty sure I recorded this song around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. It just hit me at that point to just go and record it. It felt right. It was one of the last songs we recorded on the record. And that morning of that day, I was like, bang, let's do it. This song means a lot to me, and I hope that it means a lot to you guys as well when you find your own meaning within it, now that you know the kind of behind the song. So there you are, that's Silver Linings. So the seventh song on our album is called Our Own Goodbyes. I actually released Our Own Goodbyes as an acoustic version a little while ago, but I wanted to keep it for the album as it suited the sound as a full rock song. Our Own Goodbyes is written about us as humans being really good at not taking our own advice, not following our own instinct or gut feeling when we feel like we're in a position, or even about something positive. We feel like we have to put pressure on ourselves to be at a certain level by a certain age. Everything's different for every single person in the world. Everyone does things at different times, and that's absolutely okay. Just kind of listen to ourselves instead of looking out at all these other external things. Moving to the instrumental side of the song, it does have some hints of Fairground, as well as a lot of like pop punk kind of elements, especially in the second half of the verse, the drum line. But I still wanted to keep that anthemic rock sound throughout the full song and the album. Rocky enough, but not too rocky, sing-alongy, you know, all that good stuff, catchy, which I think this song does a very good job of. So there you go, that is Our Own Goodbyes. So the 8th song on the album is called Hello. Hello is another one of those songs that has a big catchy chorus and a big catchy chant at the end. I wrote this song about me missing my hometown, which a lot of people can relate to, I'm sure. This song was also written about when you visit that place that you grew up, or even somewhere where you feel like home or call home. It brings back a lot of memories. Whether they're good or bad, there's always going to be that feeling, and it's amazing. This could also be a person, actually, just thinking about that. Whatever you call home, whatever makes you feel like home. The lyrics in the chorus especially are like a little hint at no matter how far you get from home, you can always shout hello to the people that make you feel that way, especially when we're feeling low in life. Hello instrumentally, I think, is a very good example of Blue Nicotine as a three-piece. You get a really, really big sound as a three-piece. The guitar solo at the end, there's no rhythm guitar underneath it, it's just bass, drums and guitar. When it's played live, it all sounds huge, and it's a song that I'm very, very proud of. It reminds me of where I grew up and how I felt at that time, all that good stuff that make us who we are today. So that's Hello. So the 9th track on our album is called 1982. Not a lot of people know this, however I am going to unveil the secret about it just now. 1982 is actually written about my own parents. My mum and dad met in 1982, they went on their first date. That's obviously why the song is called 1982, but the entire song itself is more or less a thank you to the both of them for always supporting me, being there for me and making me who I am today. Some people have approached me after a live show and told me that the chorus lyrics in 1982 really resonate with them, specifically those two first lines. What makes it resonate with them is exactly what makes it resonate with me. Be sure to sleep tight, keep a ghost by your bedside. It basically just means that in the future, when the people that you love are no longer with you, you know, you'll always feel connected to them in some way. So it's cool. Be sure to sleep tight, everything's going to be all good, and keep a ghost by the bedside. It is a bit strange wording wise, but you'll always feel like they're still with you or part of you. The intro riff to 1982 is probably something I've had for about 10 years. It's something I would always play on an acoustic guitar a lot, and I'd never brought it to electric until a rehearsal one day, and then suddenly 1982 was born, I think in probably about an hour and a half. It just kind of wrote itself, to be honest. Because the song's called 1982, I did try and add a lot of 80s guitar-esque influence with the chorus and the flange pedals and delay pedals. Huge big verb on the snare drum. So far it seems to be our most popular song. I think it's got over 70,000 streams on Spotify, which is absolutely incredible. And at a live show I always see people singing along to it, which honestly, it melts my heart. So that's 1982. So the final song on our album is called Cinder. Cinder was the second song we ever released as a band, and it had to be on the album. Cinder seems to be this go-to song for a lot of people, which is absolutely amazing. Some of the people that listen to us have had Cinder tattooed on them for the rest of their life. Some people have done their makeup based on the single's artwork, and some people have even taken photos of when it's been a beautiful night outside and sent it to us saying, look, there's a cinder sky, which honestly just resonates so much with me, and it's amazing to see that it resonates so much with you guys as well. I'm glad that seeing that kind of stuff that relates to the song makes the song pop into your head, and then you contact us and send us all these amazing things and do these amazing things, some permanent stuff, and it's just so cool as a band and as an artist and a lyricist. That's what you always want, you know, so it's incredible. So again, with Cinder, this is a brand new version of the song. Obviously we have the single version released, but we just wanted to start from scratch, do a brand new version of it. Nothing has changed about the song, but it just felt right to do it fresh for the album, just like we did for Placebo and 1982. Cinder is written as a reminder to make the most of life, set it alight and let it shine. That is literally what it's all about. If you want to do something in life, just make it happen, don't think twice about it. Just go for it. Everything's an experience. Anything we do shapes us as humans, and that can only be a positive thing. I think instrumentally Cinder is my favourite song, just because we've got so many elements in it. You've got the nice clean guitar to the verse, the big massive chorus sound, then suddenly you're hit with an acoustic guitar, a little acoustic guitar melody, then suddenly this 1975 inspired guitar melody on a Telecaster, and then straight back in with a build up, and then it's the end of the song and you're like, oh, what just happened? I think that's why it's my favourite, because you've got so much going on, but it all works together in harmony. It's a song that I've had for such a long time. I'm glad that it's finally on the debut album of Blue Nicotine. After all this time, it still stayed such a strong song. So there you go, there's Cinder as the final song of the album. Love y'all.